What's up, everybody? If you're new, welcome. If you're old, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jerry and you're watching Life with Jerry. Alright guys, what's up, what's up, what's up? Happy Vlogmas, Vlogmas, No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, before we get into this video, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications because YouTube does not always notify you when I post a new video, and I need you guys to get notified, period. Alright, as you guys can see by that title and that thumbnail, today I'm going to be giving you guys tips and advice for small YouTubers, big YouTubers, any type of YouTuber, to be honest. I titled it small YouTubers though because it tends to be a lot of small YouTubers that watch tips and advice videos for YouTubers. Once people get bigger and bigger and bigger, they tend to not watch advice videos because they tend to know a lot of stuff, or they have a manager that knows a lot of stuff. But as far as small YouTubers, we tend to be a lot more self-managed. And yes, I said we. I still consider myself a small YouTuber. I don't necessarily see myself as a big YouTuber. I feel like I need to hit like 2, 3, 4, 500K first. Like I need to boop, boop, get up there. But yeah, so I just personally feel like a lot of us tend to be a lot more self-managed. So we tend to look at videos, articles, Google, other stuff like that for advice and tips. And I feel like I'm at the point in my YouTube career where I feel like I can talk a lot about a lot of stuff, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I know quite a bit of stuff, not everything, not too much, but I know quite a bit of stuff that can serve to be helpful to you guys. So yeah, if you're a small YouTuber, watch this video. But that's so cliche. But anyways, if y'all want to know some tips and advice and some of the things that a lot of these big YouTubers don't want you to know, keep on watching. If you see me looking down a lot or at my phone, basically down at my phone, it's because all of my tips are in my notes. I wanted this video to actually have some structure. I didn't want to go off the dome. I wanted it to flow. You get what I'm saying? So I wrote down a lot of tips that I want to tell you guys and that I want to touch on in this video. Nothing is in a particular order or anything of that nature. I just wrote them down as they came to mind. So yeah. Okay, so the first tip that I have for you guys is identify the reason that you're starting a channel and always remember that reason. And what I mean by identify the reason and always remember it is because it's easy to get caught up in the lifestyle of YouTube, in the money, in the views, in the clout per se. It's very easy. A lot of YouTubers tend to do it. They let the numbers get to their head. I've experienced a few people that have done that, and it's not a pretty sight. So always remember why you started YouTube and always keep that in the back of your mind and keep going for that reason. Whether you started YouTube for money, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's judging you. It's 2019, about to be 2020. A lot of people are starting YouTube for the money. So whether you started YouTube, whatever that you would. So whether you started YouTube for the money, whether you started it to reach people, to gain a platform, to be able to serve as whatever you want to serve as for people, always remember that reason and try not to stray from that reason. I feel like a lot of people, even when they start YouTube for the reason of money, I feel like they still have a sub reason under why they start. I feel like they still have a purpose as to why they start, and money is just a top it's just something that goes along with that reason. So just always remember the reason you started YouTube. I know me personally, I started YouTube to serve as a role model for people, to be able to have a platform, to be relatable to people, to be able to always make myself accessible for advice and things of that nature. So I try to always remain that way. I try to always keep myself available to that, uphold myself to that, whether it be in challenges, pranks, whatever. I just always want to be relatable. I always want to be funny. I always want to be able to make a difference in somebody's life and make somebody happy or change somebody's day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I always try to keep that in the back of my head. So I just want you guys to always keep something, your reason, in the back of your head. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. The next tip slash advice I have is always remain yourself, remain authentic, original, and put your own twist to things. So well, doing all that while putting your own twist to things, if that makes sense. So remain yourself, authentic and original while putting your own twist to things. So YouTube is a very saturated platform. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's doing the same challenges, pranks, story times, everything. Like, everybody's doing the same thing basically. But what makes you is being yourself, being authentic, and just putting your own twist to stuff. Like, I do a lot of stuff that a lot of other YouTubers do, but I put my own twist to it. I put my own personality into it. I put my own editing into it. I just put a bunch of me into it. It's still the same topic, but it's not the exact same video, if that makes sense. So don't copy somebody's video word for word, exactly how they do it, all of that stuff. Like, just be you when you're doing a video, and just put your own twist to the video you're doing. Yeah, you can steal the video idea, but don't steal the video itself, the contents of the video. Put your own twist to the idea, basically, is what I'm saying. The next one I have is make your channel / thumbnails, titles, banner, etc. pleasing to the eye. So what I mean by that is, if you guys notice, I stopped making my own thumbnails quite a while ago, because I just personally felt my thumbnail making skills weren't up to par. I feel like they weren't bad, but I feel like I like the way that Mahab makes my thumbnails. If you guys don't know who Mahab is, his Instagram is at aka Mahab. He does my thumbnails. He does a lot of other YouTubers thumbnails too. Y'all probably can tell because my thumbnails look like a lot of your favorite YouTubers thumbnails 9 times out of 10. So yeah, but I just personally felt like I wasn't up there with my skill, and then I started to realize I wasn't able to just make thumbnails. They were taking me a while to make because I didn't know how to do a lot of the stuff I wanted to do. I wasn't happy with my work, so I'm like, okay, I need to invest in myself and my channel. So my investment, one of my investments to myself and my channel, is going to Mahab to get my thumbnails made. So that's one way, and those thumbnails are pleasing. They make you want to click the video and all of that stuff, so that's really good. Don't be afraid to use a little bit of clickbait in your thumbnail picture as well. It makes people want to click the video. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? You want to make people click the video when you know that your video is worth watching. So yeah. As far as banner, make that pleasing to the eye too. Try to put your social media in it. Maybe how much times a week you post, but also keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Just make it pleasing to the eye. Don't make it too much, but also don't make it too little. Same with thumbnails. Next thing, titles. You don't want to have a bunch of capitals in the wrong places, a bunch of lower cases in the wrong places. Be strategic with how you title your videos. Make them pleasing to the eye. If you want to use all caps, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? But just be careful how you place your caps locks and your lowercase and your emojis and your exclamations. Just be strategic with how you title stuff. A lot. Yeah, basically that's really it as far as being pleasing to the eye. Also, you could customize your channel to have a certain layout. So for me, it goes like the video I want everybody to see when they come to my page, then my popular uploads, and it goes playlist, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So when they're scrolling down, they're like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So just make it pleasing to the eye, basically. The next one I have is take your time when filming and editing. Now, what I mean by that is don't rush it. If you have to take an hour to film a video, take an hour to film a video. If you have to take an hour to edit, take an hour to edit. But at the same time, be mindful of how long it's taking you to do these things and if it's hindering you being consistent. So always keep that in the back of your mind. Yes, you want to take your time with things, but you also don't want to take too much time to the point where you're not posting as much as you could be, or you're not posting as much, period. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they tend to do, oh, let me drop a video every 2 weeks because I really need this whole week to just tackle this video. But I feel like you can get it done in less than a week and still have the same results. Maybe you just need to not put so much editing in, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Just be mindful of how you edit, how you film. Take your time, but also be mindful so it doesn't hinder your consistency, if that makes sense. I'm bad with wording my words, but hopefully y'all are understanding what I'm saying. So yeah, so just don't let it hinder your consistency. And the next thing is, when it comes to editing, be mindful of the apps you use. Be mindful of how you edit. If you're watching a video, right, and somebody's like, oh, I got receipts, right? They like, oh, I got receipts, da 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 da. Right now in the next clip, I'm about to put in this screenshot, or in the next clip, I'm about to put in this video, and then there's no video or there's no screenshot, and then they're still talking into the next part that the clip, like after what the clip or the video should have been at. You get what I'm saying? Like, say I'm filming a story time and I'm like, yeah, I beat her up, woody woody whoop. I'm about to put the clip in right now. No clip plays, and then I'm like, so y'all seen that, da da da, and it's like, no, I didn't see that. So that's what I mean by be mindful of how you edit and stuff. Make sure what you say you're gonna be doing, like if you say you're gonna put in something, put it in. If you have to add memes in to make your video more enhanced, do so. If you have to add background music, do so, stuff like that. And some good editing apps, I know a lot of people don't, especially a lot of small YouTubers that are just starting out, don't want to pay $300 for Final Cut, however much it is, I don't know, I'm just saying an amount, or pay for Filmora Go, or whatever other editing software is out there that costs. So I edit on my phone. If you guys didn't know, I do all of my editing on my phone. I don't film on my phone, but I edit on my phone. And what I edit with is iMovie and CuteCut Pro. iMovie is free. It comes with your iPhone if you have an iPhone. And CuteCut Pro is about $5.99 or so, or $4.99 in the App Store. So if you want to drop a little $5 to $6 on an app, it's really good. I only really use it to add my social media, or to add like stuff on the screen, like if I screen record or if I do a smash or pass or whatever the case may be. I only use it for that aspect, but I'm pretty sure you can use it for other stuff. That's just what I need it for. So yeah, the next thing I want to say is, ooh, my head itch, that's what. No, I'm just kidding. But the next thing I want to say is be careful with talking off topic or rambling. Oh my gosh, that is something I tend to do a lot. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I hate it, I really do. I really hate that I do so, but I do it. I tend to go off topic, or I tend to ramble sometimes, and if I do so, I cut it out a lot of the time, or I leave it in if it makes sense to leave it in. But try to be careful and be mindful of you going off topic and rambling. And if you do so, it's okay, but just be mindful that if you can, to take it out of the video when you're editing, just so it's not like, okay, what is she talking about now? I'm not interested, let me click off the video. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just be careful with that, be mindful of that, because I tend to do it, and I did it a whole lot when I first started YouTube. I do it way less now, but when I first started, if y'all go back, y'all like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, this is not even on topic, what are you doing? So yeah. And the next thing that I want to say is background music. Make sure your background music is non-copyrighted. Y'all are probably like, okay, some of y'all, if you're not monetized, you're probably like, why does it matter? I'm not even monetized. But once you do get monetized, you're going to want to go back and place ads and monetize the videos that you've already posted before you got monetized, and you can't do so if it's copyrighted. Also, you want to be careful with copyright, because you don't want to end up getting a copyright strike. I'm pretty sure that's really, really hard to do. I don't have any, so I don't know how it works, but just in case, you know, just try to be careful with that. So some suggestions I have for non-copyright music, I tend to just search non-copyrighted blank instrumental or non-copyrighted background music. But I know a lot of people also use SoundCloud. You can use SoundCloud to find non-copyrighted music. There's a lot of sources, but if you do it on YouTube, be careful and be mindful, because I've gotten copyrighted for stuff that has said it's non-copyrighted because people go back and buy those beats. So make sure you also skim through the comments a little bit, just to see if it's really okay to use, or if anybody has gotten copyrighted, just in case, because you never know. It'll say non-copyrighted, but it will be like 3-4 years ago, and now it's 2019, somebody done bought the beat. Okay, so just be careful with that. The next thing I want to say is, a lot of people tend to say quality over quantity, and some people say quantity over quality when it comes to videos. And by quantity, I mean pushing out videos ASAP, like 3, 4, 5 almost every day, times a week, whatever. And then quality is like having a camera, having a ring light, putting your best foot forward when it comes to being presentable on camera. But I love to say that I choose quality and quantity, because if you have both, you're a force, like period. Like, you doing the do, you got what it takes, like you doing what you gotta do, period. Me, when it comes to quality, I have nothing against phones. I started my YouTube channel with my phone. I got to 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers with my phone. A lot of people have way more subscribers than me right now with their phone. So I think what makes the difference though when you use your phone is you do need a ring light or some type of really, really good lighting. I'm not a fan of phone ring lights at all. I'm just not. I don't feel like they work really well. So I say if you do have to invest in one or the other, I'd say get a ring light first and use your back camera on your phone. When you record on your phone, use the 4K setting so that way it looks more closer to a camera like quality. It helps. It does take up more space because it's using up a lot to record in such good quality, but it is very useful and helpful. And make sure you guys use your back camera. I know some people use their front, but I personally feel like the back camera is better, so try to set it up in a way where you can. You can also get a cheap phone tripod off of Amazon. So yeah, but if you are looking for affordable cameras, I say I started with the Sony a5100 when I did first get a camera, and now I record on the Canon T7i. So those are the only two cameras I have experience with and that I've used. I've heard the G7X is pretty good as well, but I'm not sure. I've never used it, so I can't tell you guys. So I just say when it comes to cameras, do your research and pick what's best for you in your pockets and just go on with that. You know what I'm saying? And as far as quantity, I tend to say I post 3 times a week, and I still feel like that's not even enough. So I would say shoot for 4 to 5 times a week, if not every day, if you can. I'm gonna try to start posting more times a week next year. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna say right in January, but definitely sometime next year I'm gonna start trying to post more, if not every day, at least 5 to 6 times a week. I'm gonna try to up it with my uploads. So yeah. Dang, that was a lot. Next thing I want to say is tags. Oh my gosh, tags. I feel like tags are so important because they're one of the factors that help your videos rank. They're one of the factors that help YouTube push out your video based on the rankings of your tags. So I feel like tags are so important and so vital, as well as hashtags in your description box. So vital, so important. One thing I use TubeBuddy. I heard vidIQ is good, and Rapid Tags if I'm not mistaken, but I only have experience with TubeBuddy. I love TubeBuddy. I've never had a bad experience with TubeBuddy. It basically does all the work for me. And my other tip with tags is you get up to 500, so try to use all of 500, or at least 497, 498, 499. You know what I'm saying? Try to use it all up. So yeah, tags is a low-key big subject. So if y'all want to know more about tags, that'll be a whole nother separate video, because I feel like there's a strategy. You got to be strategic when tagging videos, I personally feel like. So yeah, the next one I want to say, oh, my armpits itch, sorry y'all, let me stop being trifling, okay? The next one I want to say is shamelessly promote yourself. Use hashtags. So when you're on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, shamelessly promote yourself. When you post on your page, use hashtags. That'll help you get pushed out more on Instagram and Twitter and those platforms. But yeah, shamelessly promote yourself. If people unfollow you, let them unfollow you. They was never real in the beginning, because they should be reposting you too, period. So yeah, shamelessly promote yourself, because nobody else is gonna do it for you, and that's just the honest truth. Like, if you feel like you're spamming, you're doing the right thing. If you don't feel like you're spamming, you're not doing enough, period. But don't get excessive, please. There's a good way to spam and a bad way to spam, so yeah. The next one I want to say is network. I have this one in all caps because I feel like networking with other YouTubers is so vital and so important, especially in the small YouTube community. I feel like the small YouTube community is so big, and there's like so much networking to go around. I know me, I've made quite a few, a select few. You know, I try to be friendly with a lot of small YouTubers and a lot of other YouTubers. Some didn't end well, some did, so now I just try to tread lightly when it comes to stuff like that. But I love connecting with other YouTubers, and I think y'all should do it too. I know me, when I was smaller, I definitely was in group chats, I was in Facebook groups and things of that nature, connecting, and I tried to make genuine friendships with people. So it was more of a relationship outside of YouTube as well. Like, we talked about stuff, we were friends, you know, stuff like that. But definitely network. It's really good. It helps you get collabs, as long as you're genuine. Don't just do it to be fake, or if you are doing it just to do the video, let it be known. Don't sugarcoat nothing. Like, keep it a buck with everybody. Networking is key, but as long as you're genuine with it and straightforward and transparent. The next thing I want to say is be careful with YouTube group chats and Facebook groups. Now, I know y'all heard me say I was in Facebook groups and group chats and stuff like that. I've even had my own YouTube group chats. I even have my own Facebook group. But I do want to say be careful with those things, because a lot of stuff that goes on in those groups are sub for sub, which is also my next point. But be careful. And then on top of that, in a lot of those groups, people want support, but they don't give support. So just be careful and mindful of that moving forward when you do join those things, you know. And next point is no sub for sub. Please, y'all, don't do sub for sub. You get a bunch of dead subscribers and no views. Like, it just don't make sense. Like, it's not beneficial to your channel at all. Plus, it's against YouTube guidelines, and your channel could possibly get terminated for doing sub for sub if you didn't know. I am guilty of this. When I first started YouTube, I had like 100 subscribers. I was doing sub for sub till I got to like 300-500, and then I realized, oh snap, nobody's watching my stuff. Then I read more into YouTube and realized it was against the guidelines, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I need to stop this. And it wasn't on this channel though, it was on another channel I had that I don't have access to anymore. But yeah, that was before I even made this channel. I made this channel and I was no sub for sub. I ain't doing that. Nope. All organic, all genuine over here, like, period. So yeah, be careful and mindful of sub for sub. The next one is genuinely support other YouTubers and leave genuine comments. When you genuinely support other YouTubers and leave genuine comments, I feel like a lot of that positivity gets pushed back out to you. And especially with leaving comments under people's videos, if they're genuine, their subscribers will know that, and they'll probably check you out 9 times out of 10. Leaving funny, genuine, cool comments under people's videos can help you gain subscribers too, organically. But don't go in there, nice video, check out my channel, or oh my gosh, I did this video on my channel too, go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that you can tell is not really genuine. Like, don't come under somebody's post promoting yourself. Like, genuinely support them and genuinely comment, or don't comment at all, like, period, you know. The next one is respond to comments. Like, even if you got to put a heart because they get overwhelming, respond, do something, interact with those comments, because when subscribers go to your page, I know for me, I noticed the other day, actually, a subscriber, a supporter, they commented under my video and they were like, oh my gosh, I love you already, I see you respond to comments. And I'm like, oh gosh, like, I didn't know people cared about that or noticed that. I just genuinely always respond, because I know when mine doesn't get responded to, I'm like, who do you think you are? Depending on the YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just too much. You really can't get to everybody. But just seeing that they show an effort, because there's some videos where it don't even got 1 heart. But there's some comments have hearts, some don't have comments, some do. And it's like, okay, clearly you can see it got overwhelming, but they tried. At least try to respond to all the comments and heart them. At least if you don't have nothing to say back, heart them, because it doesn't look good when you get a bunch of comments and you don't even care to respond or look at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're supporting you, so the least you can do is respond and genuinely thank them and respond back, and maybe even hold a conversation or whatever the case may be. And trust me, people care. People care. The next one is don't lose motivation when some videos don't do as well as others. Now, what I want to say about that is, because I'm a victim of this too, I tend to lose motivation sometimes, or I have lost motivation. My channel blew up and some videos don't do as well as others, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm constantly a victim of this. But I always have to remind myself, like, the algorithm is all messed up. People subscribe for a reason, so the reason they subscribe, those videos are going to get more views than the others. So be grateful that you're even getting views. I'm honestly grateful if I get 1 view, period. Like, I try to not let it get to me, but it's like, it is hard to see when you have so many subscribers and then you get only so many views. But don't let that get to you. Trust me, it'll be okay. It will be okay. The time for those videos will come. Like, just don't let it discourage you. Keep going, keep moving, keep pushing, keep grinding, period. And along with that also is try not to compare yourself to others. I know it can get really hard, especially if you have friends within the YouTube community who are going up, and then you're staying stagnant. Don't compare yourself, even if they're not your friends and it's just people you watch that you feel like, okay, they doing this, I feel like my content is just as good, or whatever the case may be. Don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people. Like, just don't. It's really bad. Don't do it. Try your hardest not to compare yourself to people, because everybody has their different walk. Everybody has their different journey. Some people blow up now, some people blow up later, but your time is coming. Period. Your time is coming. So don't compare yourself to other people. My next one is try to keep videos 10 minutes and above. The reason I say that is, 1, it helps with your watch time if you're trying to get monetized, and 2, if you are monetized, it allows you to place more ads throughout your videos. If you don't know, YouTube is a business, and YouTube is clearly your income as well. You got to put out good content. You got to get people to watch your videos, but you also got to see what you gotta see something out of it too, especially if you want to do it full time. A lot of people tend to dislike ads, and if you have a lot of ads, they're mad and this and that. But they also have to realize this is your job. So at the end of the day, just like they go to work and clock in, or their parents go to work and clock in, this is your going to work and clocking in, and you got to see your income from it too. So if you got to place 2 or 3 ads throughout the videos, do so. But also be careful to not over place ads. So if it's 10 minutes, just put 1 or 2 ads, 1 in the beginning, 1 at the end, or 1 in the beginning, 1 in the middle, or 1 in the beginning, 1 in the middle, 1 at the end. If it's more than 10 minutes and it's like 20, 30, put it about every 5 to 6 minutes. That's my advice. But yeah, that's technically what I do. If it's a video you know is about to blow, or it got to do with like something you know people are gonna watch, I tend to place a little bit more ads than usual, just because I know a lot of people are gonna be watching this, and I know, listen, this is my job, okay? I gotta do what I gotta do. And no, it's not all about the money, okay? So don't get it twisted. It's not all about the money, but at the same time, it is a job. You gotta see your money. You get what I'm saying? Like, period. The next one is go live. If you're trying to gain watch time hours and you're a smaller YouTuber and you haven't been monetized yet, I found out that going live does help you get monetized. My channel's been monetized, but I just know from experience and my networking with other smaller YouTubers from the past and even now, going live helps you get watch time hours. I even see when I go live, even though I'm not looking to gain monetization, I'm already in the partner program. When you're done going live, it tells you how many watch hours you gain from that live video. And I know now, I don't think you could go live on your phone if you have less than 1,000 or you're not in the partner program, but go live on that computer. Like, come on now, period. Find a way, make one, and make it happen, period. So yeah, go live. It does help with watch time hours. A lot of people didn't know that, so I wanted to put that in here. The next one is learn, research, and just learn the YouTube algorithm, y'all. Like, if you don't know, and you don't know your research, and you don't have knowledge or some type of knowledge in the platform you're planning to be a part of, you need to think again. You need to learn the platform. You need to know it. You need to know the ins and outs. You need to know what's going on. You need to know how the algorithm is doing so you can work around it, work with it, all of that. Learn the algorithm. It is something that, it's tricky. I don't know it fully, but know something about it. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all hear the word algorithm, YouTube algorithm go around so much. So just try to do your research and know as much as you can about it. It's a tricky thing. Not everybody knows everything, but know something. You know what I'm saying? The next one is watch the times you post. I know sometimes you get a video done and it's like 8, 9, 10, 11 p.m. at night, and you're like, okay, I want this to go up now, I'm about to post. Or it's 1, 2 in the morning, I'm about to post. No, don't do it. Save that video, schedule it for the next day between the hours of peak time, okay? So do your research so you know. No, I'm just kidding, but no, for real. During the week, I tend to post at 3 o'clock p.m., but I think 3 to 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. whatever you want to post are good times, because people are getting out of school and getting out of work. So try to post on those times during the weekdays. Weekends are tricky. I don't really post weekends, so I can't even really necessarily give you guys tips on that. But yeah, just know and be mindful of the times you post. Nobody's going to be up watching a video at 1 in the morning. And if they are, it's probably going to be, no offense, but small YouTubers, people aren't going to click on your video at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. If we're being very realistic, shit, they might not even click on my videos at 1, 2, 3 in the morning, okay? So definitely be mindful of the times you post, because the first 24 hours of your video are the most critical hours, and I like to say the first hour is even the most critical time of your video, because you know if a video is going to do well within the first 1 to 3 hours of it being posted. You know how the video is going to do, and you definitely know how it's going to do after the first 24 hours. So definitely be mindful of when times you post, what times. I just said that. Be mindful of the times you post, okay? The next one I have is remain humble, y'all. Remain humble. I don't feel like this takes explanation. I think y'all know what I mean. Y'all should know. Don't let the numbers get to your head, no matter how big you get. Even when you hit 1 million subscribers, don't let those numbers, don't let those views get to your head. If your channel is blowing up for a little bit right now, don't let that get to your head, because honestly, no matter who you are or where you are on this platform, all of that could get taken away from you in a snap of a finger. Like, I'm telling you, like, you're gonna get the biggest reality check of your life. Like, don't let that stuff get to you, period. Still stay you, still stay humble, remain true to yourself, like I said in the beginning. As well as the algorithm is so messed up. There's YouTubers with 5 million subscribers that barely even touch 10,000 to 100,000 views. So just be mindful of that. Like, your channel is not gonna be doing well all year long. There's gonna be times where your channel is in a slump, where your channel is slow. So just remain humble, because all of that could get taken away so quick, so easily, okay? So yeah. And my last one for you guys is have fun, remain true to yourself. I don't know how many times I have to say stay true to yourself, stay true to yourself, stay true to yourself, stay true to, but for real, have fun and stay true to yourself. You don't never want this to feel like it's a job. People get on this platform because it's what they like to do. It's fun, and they found a way to make an income out of doing what they love to do. So always remember that. Like, if you're starting to feel like you're stressed out too much, more than you should be about this, then maybe you need to slow down and go back to having fun while doing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just have fun, stay true to yourself, remain humble, all of that stuff, do all the other stuff, and you know what I'm saying, have a blast. Do you, get lit, get crunk, it's lit, move like a snake. No, I'm just kidding. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. If you're enjoying Vlogmas with me, make sure y'all let me know, okay? Period. But yeah, I love you so much, Jerry gang, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me leave you on a quick positive note. Beat your face, not people. Bye.